home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside Woodlan High School for another edition of Indiana Girls High School Basketball. We've got just 2 weeks left on the regular season, and everybody is getting excited for what we're going to have in just 2 weeks. Sectional basketball is right around the corner, and both teams tonight are trying to get momentum as they move into the next round of the season. Eli Lawrence alongside Caden Linder. Excited to be bringing you tonight's matchup. And Caden, Woodlan and Bishop Luers come in. They look very different on the recency. Luers is coming in having won five of their last 6. What do you think of them coming into tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you're getting hot right at the point of attack because, yeah, like you said, 2 weeks until sectional play, and that's huge for Luers. A pretty nice sectional that they're in. Obviously, a tough matchup here tonight with Woodlan, but looking at that sectional with Luers, like you said, 5 out of the last 6. They're getting hot at the right time, and it starts with Harvey's screen. Campbell Glen's been exceptional as well these past couple weeks, but you take a look at the sectional.
Yeah,
Adams Central, Bluffton, Luers, South Adams, Whitco, and Woodland. So if you're Luers, you're getting hot at the right time, and you got to prepare for that, especially against Whitco and Bluffton.
And when you look at the teams, I mean, these two teams could see each other in just 2 weeks. They could be fighting for a spot in a sectional, semi-sectional championship. But as you said, with Bluffton and Whitco, those are two very stout rosters that have the pieces to make a deep run if they so please. Whitco got their first sectional championship last year. They made it all the way to semi-state. Bluffton looked unstoppable until they got to the playoffs and then got knocked out by the Wildcats. Woodland beat Bluffton this year, so you really don't know what you're going to get out of this sectional. You do know that it's going to be some exciting basketball.
Yeah, you said that right. Whitco only lost to Columbia City. That was a game. I watched that one. But yeah, you said Bluffton and Woodland. Woodland beat Bluffton, so it's going to be a very competitive sectional between Luers, Bluffton, Woodland. Like anybody can win that. Whitco, honestly, definitely the favorite of that sectional, but Luers getting hot, 5 and 6. Woodland coming in here tonight, getting a test of that sectional. We'll see who comes out on top.
Yeah, I think it's interesting when you look at where Woodland's been recently. They're 5-0 in ACAC regular season play, and one of those wins was already against the Jay County Patriots and the Bluffton Tigers. But when the Patriots and the Warriors met in the semifinals of the ACAC tournament, Jay County mopped the floor with them. What do you make of what Woodland's going to have to do tonight to kind of get themselves out of whatever rut that was there in the conference tournament?
Well, I look at that game and I say one thing was the problem: shooting. Shooting was a major issue in that game. And when shots aren't falling, it affected everything else. And tonight's just about getting back into a rhythm, especially solid shot selection, getting rebounds, competing on the glass, and just don't let one get right into you. But got to start with the shots. And Luers is a really nice team led by Harvest Green, able to get around the basket, shoot the pocket three. But, yeah, Woodlan, a tough loss against Jay County. But you got to come back into this one ready to go. 2 weeks till sectionals, and you want to make sure everything's right before you get into there if you're Woodlan. So, interesting game between these two teams, getting a crack at it before sectionals start. And Woodlan looking for a bounce-back game after that loss to Jay County.
Yeah, and I think one of the things we know, at least around the ACAC, is that Jay County is always going to be a tough out no matter where you're at in the season, no matter what they're doing all year. I mean, they've won 4 of the last 6 ACAC tournaments. Bluffton has actually gotten the last 2. But when you look at that game against the Patriots, that most recent one, as you said, shooting, it was a major issue. I think tonight it's going to come down to Alyssa Anderson, and can she get going early and often. What do you make of what kind of game she's going to need to have to kind of offset the impact of Harvest Green for Luers?
Well, she had 15 points and 9 rebounds in that game, and she just brings the physicality that Woodland needs. She's always ready to shoot it. She's really good at getting the rebound, but she's just someone that they rely on this entire game, especially when it comes down and it's really close. So they're going to need her to have a big game tonight, especially on the defensive side against Harvest Green and this Luers team. So if she can get going.
Ball out of bounds, it's going to go over to the Knights.
Got to start the game right if you're Woodland and Luers. So see what Luers got on this offensive possession.
Knights working it down low. We welcome you all inside. Technical difficulties here from Woodland. We do apologize, but we think we're all ready for the night. Here's a 3 on the way for Luers. Inside an offensive board, high off the glass, no good, and then a block. Anderson, you're going to hear that a lot tonight.
She's going to have to be very physical down in the paint. Luers loves to attack down there, and good start defensively for Woodland.
And they pick it up on the other end of the floor, make it 2-0. Gosh, I can't get into a groove right now, messing with the scoreboard. Now we've got it right. And then a long ball from the Knights to answer and take the lead.
It's going to be a battle of who can make the shots first. Both Luers and Woodland shot selection has to be on point tonight.
Up ahead, that ball controlled and nearly thrown away. They found a way to get it to Layla Hodson, and then a tie up in the middle is going to award the ball to Bishop Luers. That first bucket for the Knights came from number 10. That's Campbell Glenn. Now they inbound the basketball to their star Harvest Green, the freshman, averaging about 17 points per game.
Yeah, if you're Luers, you're excited to have her for the next 3 years.
It ain't like college where she can just leave after 3. Nearly got her first bucket of the night, but defense too strong from the Warriors. Peoples on the other side. Dumps it for Anderson. That one too high off the glass. Pressure was there.
Good start defensively for both teams. And if you're on offense, you're going to have to be able to hit your shot. But good start defensively.
Inside that bucket, no good. Here's Sterling on the other side for the Warriors. Dumping it low in the short corner. Anderson pulls up, can't get the roll. And then a rebound controlled by Addie Warner. Here come the Knights up ahead. Far side wing and now into the middle. Green pulls up just beyond the free throw line and knocks it down, making it 5-2.
She's going to have a big night for Luers, especially offensively in those shots that she's really good at taking. And she's off to a hot start so far.
5:25 to go, first quarter. Here's Hodson trying a tray off the glass, no good. Racing in, she collects her own board. Peoples feeds Anderson inside, and Woodland makes it count.
A quick and responsive answer from the Warriors, able to get back and regroup offensively. Let's see what they do defensively.
Seeing Hodson's high motor on both sides of the basketball right now. Luers dumps it into the corner. 3-ball comes down from the corner.
Campbell Glenn with 2 early threes for the Knights. She continues to knock those down from the tray-point line. She's going to be exceptional and play a huge factor in this game against Woodland.
Peoples now from the short corner. The lefty won't get it to go. An offensive board, and Anderson again collects 2. All 6 points for the Warriors going to Anderson right now.
Yeah, Harvest Green's going to have a tough matchup with her tonight. she's going to have to stay locked in defensively.
Green pulling up over Anderson, couldn't get it to fall, but the ball goes out of bounds off of Caitlin Sterling. Ball thrown in up top, nearly taken away. In the middle, it's Warner. Just inside the lane, give it up. Here's a floater that falls. In the middle, it was Trinity Brown. Both sides getting off to a good start on the offensive side of the floor. Luers able to hit it from outside, and they do lead by 4. Now at the top of the key and off to the wing. Hodson thought about one, but dumps it back up top. That's Emma McDaniel. Now to the corner for Sterling. Throws it inside. Anderson backing her way down, and again, Alyssa Anderson in the paint.
Yeah, she's just going to be super physical all night long down in the paint for Woodland, and she's going to have to carry them and keep them in this game. Down 2. See what the Warriors got.
Already a couple of boards for Anderson. Now out top, another 3 on the way. Glenn had it off the rim, and then a takeaway from Lexi Peoples. Warner stayed back to try and nab it, but could not come up with the basketball. She commits the foul.
The shot selection and the turnovers are going to be huge in this one for both squads. Both start early in foul trouble, not too bad right now, but if you're able to stay off foul trouble, stay locked in, stay consistent by getting turnovers and responding with points, should be a tight game all night long.
Mariah Tholner and Savannah Scheiman have checked in for the Woodland Warriors. Here is Scheiman. She tried to go inside and had it blocked. Luers on the fast break in the lane. Green, too strong. Offensive board. That one won't roll. And then Hodson able to collect it that time. Anderson again with contact is going to go to the line for one more. And Alyssa Anderson, now 10 of Woodland's 10.
She's had a hot start, and she's been super consistent all season long, displaying it right now underneath the rim, but she's going to have to stay locked in the rest of this game, and Luers is going to have to find an answer. Harvest Green kind of getting bullied down right now, as well as Trinity Brown, but Luers got to find an answer defensively. They're going to want to stay in this game and stop her on the offensive glass.
Luers doesn't have a lot of players who match up with Anderson size-wise. The 6-foot forward, the closest they're going to have to roll with is Mateza Ensley, and then a foul picked up by Hodson. But the freshman, Mateza Ensley, is 5'11", so she'll have to draw that matchup and try and stop Alyssa Anderson. 11 points. Woodland scored 20 in their conference tournament loss, and here's a takeaway. Up ahead, Anderson again, like clockwork.
Yep, that's going to do it for you. Woodland is playing some physical basketball all season, and it's showing here tonight.
They're going to have to try and mitigate what has been shooting shortcomings at times. We've talked with Coach Randall before, and that's one of the things he preaches every single time. In the middle, another takeaway for the Warriors. Up ahead, McDaniel feeds middle, Tholner to Anderson, and one more. 15-10, and they're all coming from Alyssa Anderson.
No answer right now defensively for the Luers Knights. They're going to have to find something to work, or Anderson's going to keep on heating up.
That foul committed by Mariah Tholner, so that's her first as well as Woodland's first. You sub into the game for the Warriors. It's Scarlett Gillingham, one of the sophomores on this team. Green throws it in. Now on the wing, Luers dumps it back to the corner. Green pulls up from just outside the lane, can't get the roll. Rebound to Gillingham. Has to work around a little bit of pressure, but gets it across the timeline. Flips the floor. She shuffled her feet as it drug just a little bit too much. And I feel like that's a call we've really seen officials start to dial down on.
Yeah, they're just going to kind of let the game play out. And it's just a little too much. But sometimes you're going to have to call those, but yeah, we'll see what Luers can do to lock in defensively.
Very different from watching the NBA and what seems like you're allowed to take as many steps as you please. As inside they have another travel. You didn't know whether that was going to be the second on Tholner or a walk against Ensley. But with 1:30 to go here in the first quarter, Woodlan going to take the basketball back the other way. Here's McDaniel crossing the timeline and scanning over the floor. Off to the wing. Shyman for three off the glass. It's no good. Rebound goes to Harvest Green inside with contact. Too strong. Rebound pinballs off a couple of players. Here come the Warriors once again. They've been successful in transition so far. Luers able to get back. Dump it low. Anderson that time had it blocked. And finally an answer for Alyssa Anderson.
I think they're going to have to double team her majority of the night. They're going to have to send two girls down low to be able to contain her and not let her get the easy shot off the glass. Great possession right there for the Luers defense.
Okay, now Luers going to take a timeout, just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. And look, we've seen, as you just said, Alyssa Anderson going to get that double-team treatment the whole night, it feels. I mean, there are not a lot of players that you feel get that treatment in this area, but she is certainly one of them.
I think you also got to mention Lily George for Carroll. But, yeah, you don't see that too often, and whatever works for Luers is going to work. If they think that's going to be able to stop Anderson this game, go ahead and do it. But they're going to have to find an answer defensively, and seems like they might have found something that might have worked.
And they know. They understand what it takes to beat a team or understand what it takes to play with a team that's got stars like that are just going to keep scoring and get theirs. They've had to play Snyder with Janiyah Cooper and Mackenzie White. They've had to play Homestead. They've had to play Concordia as well, and they were able to stop Olivia Bullinger, who compares very well to Alyssa Anderson. Handoff up top. Here's Gillingham for a tray with a kiss.
The bank is open, ladies and gentlemen, 18-10. What a start for the Warriors.
And finally, somebody else gets on the scoreboard. 45 seconds to go, first quarter. Green throws it off. Now in the middle, it was tipped. Tholner on the ground. Green was able to pick it up in the paint, and they got a 3-second violation.
The little things like that offensively for Luers is going to knock them out this game. Got to take care of the careless things that should be done in practice, but got to lock in defensively here.
Woodlan can hold for the last shot if they so please. 30 seconds remain, really under now in the quarter. Another three on the way from Gillingham. Off the rim, it's no good. Here's a rebound for the Knights. Crossing the timeline, it's Elise Jones firing to the high corner. Here's a three from Green. Good! 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Up ahead, it's Sterling. Off Shyman, getting inside. No call. And full court heave is no good, so that's how the first quarter is going to end. It's Woodlan on the back of Alyssa Anderson. They lead at 18-13 after one. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, get you ready for the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Indiana Girls High School basketball right here on Summit City Sports.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Back here ready with second quarter action from Woodland High School. Eli Lawrence alongside Caden Linder. Here with the Warriors and the Knights. First quarter, Alyssa Anderson had 15 of the 18 for the Woodland Warriors. And we'll see if they try to replicate that effort or if they just try to get more scorers going. Up top here, Scarlett Gillingham. She's got a bucket already. That pass nearly off and away. Anderson inside. This time she's fouled. So we saw her get pretty much any bucket inside the paint in the first quarter. Fouling might be the strategy.
Yeah, they're going to take a different defensive approach in this second quarter. We've seen it so far towards the end of the first where they kind of just double team her and close in on her, allowing her not to get an easy shot. But if she goes up strong and uses that physicality underneath, she's able to get to the line to shoot too. She's got to hit her free throws.
And this Woodlan team, arguably the best in the ACAC. They're one game away from going undefeated in the regular season bout. They obviously didn't reach their goals of winning the tournament, but after what was a slow start and a rough start, as now Anderson, it looks like she's making her way to the trainer for a cut. So she's going over to get help by the trainer, but as I was saying, there was unfinished business after that conference tournament loss to the Jay County Patriots, and I think they're proving right now that this is the type of team that they expect to be and that they very well can be.
Yeah, with that one game left, it's against South Adams. If they're able to win that, obviously, like you said, they're going to be ACAC champions, but that Jay County loss really set back Woodlan, and I think this redemption game right now, they're off to a hot start, especially Anderson with 16, But, yeah, this is a bounce-back game for Woodlan, just getting 2 weeks prepared for the start of sectionals.
And now Layla Hodson trying to pick up full court on Harvest Green. She kind of reminds you of a TJ McConnell, just defensive on both sides of the basketball, really just so much energy and capability on the floor.
I see a Matthew Delavadova inside of her right now.
Ooh. 2016 nostalgia?
Yes, that Cavaliers team was unbeatable.
And here's another takeaway for Alyssa Anderson, who's been unbeatable tonight. You can make it 18 for the senior.
She replicates this performance all postseason long. Woodland's going to be a tough team to stop.
Luers still has not found an answer. Here's the first shot of their second quarter. That one's no good, and then the follow-up was missed by Glenn. Here comes Caitlin Sterling the other way. Give it up, Emma McDaniel. Be crazy to draw up anything for anyone other than Alyssa Anderson right now. They do go inside to Lexi Peoples, who gets it off the glass and grabs her first points of the game. Who cares what I think?
It seems like they're going to want to attack the paint this entire night. Luers just hasn't found an answer for both Anderson and Peoples,
and this is the kind of Woodland team that we've seen against the Bluftons in the Jay Counties of the world. They do have a win over the Patriots this year. Here's Green on the other side for the Knights. Inside, a tough bucket, doesn't go. Now it's on the floor, tries to flip it out, and Hodson takes it away again. On the other side, Layla Hodson fires to the middle and now to the corner for Peoples. Peoples roaming and giving it up top. At the key, Hodson, handoff Sterling. Sterling looking for a screen. Can't seem to get low. They throw it up top for Lexi Peoples. Peoples guarded by Warner. Off to the wing for McDaniel. McDaniel tries to force it to Anderson, but it wasn't there. Ball tipped around and out of bounds. Last off of the Knights. Good defensive pressure there from Niera Buchwald.
Yeah, they're going to have to continue that all night long. Great defensive stand from Luers right there, trying to climb back into this game down 10. We'll see what they do offensively.
No points here in the second quarter yet for Bishop Luers. Inside, that one was poked. Anderson able to take it away. Luers able to prevent a fast break, but here come the Warriors regardless. Here's Sterling as they're trying to get the ball to Anderson. They do. Buchwald guarding Anderson. They gave it up. Hodson, Peoples fires it long inside. Too much gas. And now on the other side, here comes Campbell Glenn. Around Peoples and got fouled, did not get the bucket, but she will go to the line with a chance at 2.
The physicality that Luers is going to have to come back into this one, and that shot just explains it right then and there. Able to just work in around the Woodland defender, go up strong, draw the foul. I got to hit your free throws here for Luers, but I like what I've seen so far. Just got to be able to translate it defensively.
And now they break the ice here on this second quarter. Campbell Glenn is their leading scorer with 7.
She had 2 big threes in that first quarter. Just hasn't found success quite yet in the second.
And Luers hasn't found success quite yet in the second. We're over 3 minutes down, and they have just that 1 point. Up top, it's Lexi Peoples for the Woodland Warriors. She tries to drive. Can't get it to fall, but is fouled.
This game's going to come down to 2 things: physicality, energy, and then also who's able to win the turnover battle. And so far, it's been Woodland and all three circles right now.
Peoples at the line with a chance at 2, and this is another shooting category for the Warriors that they're really going to have to hone in on if they want to have a successful tournament run, because as we've seen here recently, they've been a really good basketball team, but shooting been an issue. Right now, Peoples goes 2 for 2 at the line.
That was the main factor in that loss against Jay County. Seems like they found a way to improve that so far against Luers, and they're able to keep it up. They're going to be a tough team to beat.
Yeah, and the other main factor was Hallie Schwederman, but here's Caitlin Sterling with a takeaway. On the other side, she had it blocked. Hudson got it back and cleans up where Sterling left off. Her first points of the ball game.
Woodland just doing whatever they want right now, defensively and offensively on all cylinders. But, yeah, great start for Woodland.
Another aggressive, almost a takeaway. They forced it back. Luers able to recover. Now to the corner. Brooklyn Gray, a 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound tipped. Hodson controls it. And she'll take it the other way. Fire at Emma McDaniel. Getting to the middle and feeding Alyssa Anderson. Anderson faked it but kept the basketball down the lane. She collects 2 more. They got a hand on it that time but could not take it away. And now another timeout going to be taken by Bishop Luers. We'll see if this one, it is a full timeout. So we'll take it with them while Luers tries to find an answer for Alyssa Anderson, and be back after these messages.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Welcome back inside Woodland High School here in Woodburn, Indiana. The Warriors got everything going their way. Alyssa Anderson, 20 of their 29 points here with 3:43 to go in the first half. Eli Lawrence alongside Caden Linder. And Caden, we've called Alyssa Anderson's name a lot. We knew we would coming into this game, but I don't know if either of us expected it to be like this.
Not at all. The physicality from Woodland underneath the glass, and they're winning the turnover battle ultimately, and it's been a huge factor so far. Excellent start for the Warriors, especially 2 weeks out from sectionals.
Yeah, both these teams starting to play their best basketball. Luers, as they rule, that one was not tipped. It's over and back as Luers carried it backwards. Luers had won 5 of their last 6 coming into this contest. Woodland coming off a rough loss, but certainly they've seemed to fix those issues that they had against the Jay County Patriots.
The main issue was shooting, and they've certainly found a way to overcome that, especially against Luers here tonight.
They're in the middle, a takeaway for the Knights. They're going to need a little bit more of that. Harvest Green trying to do it herself down the lane. Goes up around Anderson and can't get it to fall. She just hasn't had any room to operate inside or out.
Got to find the high percentage shot for your Luers.
Here down the lane goes Tholner. She missed it with the left hand, and then a foul against Shyman. She will go to the line. This one is up against number 44. That's Lila McCarter.
Yeah, Woodlands had a nice start at the free throw line, and as I say that, they do miss one. But, yeah, great start overall for Woodland. No answer for Luers right now on Anderson, and they're just doing whatever they want, both offensively and defensively. Winning the turnover battle has been a huge factor in this one.
Scheinman knocks down the second and extends the lead to 16. This is a Woodland squad that I think a lot of people haven't really seen all year. We knew they were good, but wow.
Yeah, they're playing some of their best basketball.
In the middle, that shot was no good, and up ahead, here goes Alyssa Anderson with Brooklyn Gray. Send everybody, it doesn't matter. Alyssa Anderson with 2 more. And then Layla Hodson going to pick up a foul. And again, just a high motor defender. Both sides of the ball, she's been really effective. You love a basketball player like that.
And she's one that you're going to want to have, especially going into sectionals. And yeah, she's stepping up huge tonight, and hopes to continue that train with 2 weeks left in the regular season.
Freshman Addison Crozier will come on to replace Hodson. And up ahead, Luers will try and figure out this defense. That three's good from Campbell Glenn. Her 3rd tray of the night. Gets the Knights a much-needed bucket. On the other end, here's Scheinman. Shot fake and then off her foot. It goes out of bounds, so maybe a chance for Luers to string some possessions together.
They're just going to have to cut down this momentum that Woodland has right now, up 32-17. It all starts with Campbell Glenn and Harvest Green.
Glenn doing most of the dirty work for the Knights right now. Here's Brooklyn Gray, one of the veterans on this squad. Now they fire the wing. 3 on the way is no good. Inside, board on the floor, and it's picked up by Emma McDaniel. Glenn going to pick up full court. McDaniel across the timeline, and then she traveled. So the Knights force a takeaway. And now Scarlett Gillingham will check back into the basketball game. Halftime score update from Northside and East Noble. 27-18. Legends out in front. In the corner, here's Gray. Trying to walk it high, but to no avail. Out of bounds. They actually have a foul against Gray.
Another score update for you. Luers and Canterbury. Luers up 50-41 after 3. And as well as Whitco's girls team was able to pick up the win against Wayne. I'll get you a score in just a second.
My, are those Stonebreaker sisters something. Made a lot of school history so far last year, hoping to do more as they go into sectionals. Here on the other side, it's Trinity Brown. She just lost it out of bounds. And Woodland will take it back. 1:18 to go here in the first half.
70-29, Whitco over Wayne. And then as well as Homestead and Warsaw. 32-30 at the half. Warsaw and Homestead.
Top 5 bout at the home of the Tigers. Here inside. The Knights can't get it to fall. Tholner a rebound. Now McDaniel gives it up ahead. Here's the freshman Crozier working with the other freshman Harvest Green. Dump it, Alyssa Anderson, and 2 more for y'all.
Concordia over Blackhawk Christian. Olivia Bollinger with 32 points. 58-53. Cadets take the win.
34-17 now the lead favoring the Warriors. Here's a pull-up from Harvest Green. She gets it to fall. That's her first points here in the second frame. They trail by 15. Outside, Scarlett Gillingham. Feed it to Alyssa Anderson. 30 seconds. Down the lane. Anderson inside. Had it blocked. It's still alive. And then out of bounds. Last off of the Warriors. Or rather, the Knights. And now Caitlin Sterling will come back on and replace Emma McDaniel.
One more for you. Lakeland leads Leo 23-10 at the break.
Gillingham trying to get it in. Over the head of Crozier. Sterling able to retrieve it. And now handoff up top, Crozier back to the corner. Sterling, feed it. Anderson, 2 defenders, doesn't matter. 2 more. And it looks like that's it. 1,000 points for Alyssa Anderson. We're still in the first half, and she's got 26. One of the great milestones for any high school basketball player, and a dominant effort here in the early stages of tonight.
She has been a huge factor for Woodlan all night long, and she's got 26 points in the first half. Who knows what she can do? She's on pace for 60.
I think a lot of people, we expected, you probably expected she could get it tonight. Like, you knew that coming in. I'm sure you ask anybody in the first half, they would have said, maybe let's pump the brakes a little bit. But, just a masterful effort. Bishop Luers has had no answer. And
no
right
answer.
now, you don't really know where to go. What more can you say?
Just what a game. What a game. What a game. Congratulations to Anderson. That is huge.
Here's Harvest Green on the other side. She gets 2. As right down the lane. And then that's the end of the first half. A statement from Alyssa Anderson and the Woodlan Warriors. She picks up her 1,000 points and sends the Warriors to a break with a 15-point lead. We'll take a break and be back with first half stats. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after these messages.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold of everything and I come from study. And now the whole world don't know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from study. When I'm gone, the whole world don't know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light.
Welcome back to Woodlan High School here in Woodburn, Indiana. And it's the Woodlan Alyssa Andersons up 36-21 after one half of play. Anderson, 26 first half points. And she reached the 1,000-point threshold. Caden, what have you seen out of the senior forward so far?
She's not done. She's not done in 26 in the first half. That's more than Luers has all night long. But, yeah, huge first half for her. Luers has to find an answer defensively if they're going to want to come back in this game. But continue feeding the ball to Anderson down low. They're just being more physical, winning the turnover battle, and then ultimately just playing a better basketball game after that tough loss to Jay County. And it's coming at the right time. 2 weeks left till sectional play. And, man, you look at those sectionals, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Yes, these two teams could see each other there in the sectional round in just 2 weeks. All those games in sectional 36 are going to be played right here. So you best believe we will be out here covering that sectional. And again, as you said, Woodland starting to play their best basketball as we get to tournament time. It's going to be so important as we got a really deep group here in the northeast corner, as right now Warsaw and Homestead duking it out. Sparty with an 11-point lead going to the fourth quarter, but we have a real shot to see a team make it to state from our area in every single class. I mean, it's really great to see.
Obviously, you mentioned Homestead, Warsaw, Norwell. You can see Snyder maybe, but, yeah, you look at this. I think it's sectional 5. Carroll, Northside, Northrop, and Snyder. And the one below it, Sectional 6 between Southside, Wayne, Homestead, Huntington North, and Norwell. Those two in Class 4A are going to be something to watch.
Yeah, they're going to be really interesting to see because there's so much high-level talent in both of those. But I think what's really interesting is they both kind of have a two that you're like, well, they're going to be playing for the sectional championship and a right to go to regionals. Northrop and Snyder, that should get people really excited. Those teams obviously don't like each other very much, but you look at the stars on both sides. Swin Jackson for the Bruins. You got Janiah Cooper and Mackenzie White there for the Panthers. Should be really exciting once we get there. And then again, we mentioned it already, Homestead and Norwell. I can't wait to see who dukes it out in that one. Should be a great game. We'll move into 3A and talk about the teams we got in the area. We see Woodlan having loads of success tonight. Let's talk about Jay County. They beat this Woodlan team by 30 points just a week ago at the ACAC tournament, finished runner-up in the tournament championship to the Bluffton Tigers. They're having a good year. They might have the pieces to make a run with the Schwedermans. And then I think the 3A big dogs out of the NEA, the Belmont Braves and the Columbia City Golden Eagles. The Bleakies working their magic as always, and then you got the Holler Sisters there with the Eagles.
Yeah, Columbia City's got a great team. Beat Whitco. That's their only loss of the year. But I'm looking at this sectional 24. Connorsville, Delta, Hamilton Heights, Jay County, Newcastle, and Yorktown. That one's being played at Yorktown, so that's a competitive one too. But, yeah, you look at Columbia City, you look at Belmont, a lot of great teams in basketball this year from the 2-6-0. We'll see who gets down to Gamebridge in February.
Yeah, and you just mentioned one of those 2A teams in Whitco. Whitco, one of the teams that we could see make a run to state. They went to semi-state last year, couldn't quite get the job done. 2A was loaded last year with some teams. It'll be really exciting to see. These are two 2A teams duking it out right now, and both of these will have a chance to play Whitco at some point. That one's no good from Harvest Green to open the second half. What answers are Luers going to have specifically on the offensive side of the floor?
You're going to have to lean on Harvest Green and Campbell Glen. Glen with a nice first half with 10, Harvest Green with 9. They're just going to have a big second half for this Luers team, lock in defensively, and be able to stop Anderson with 26 so far.
Now the Warriors on the offensive side of the basketball. Dump it low for Peoples. It's taken away. In the middle, it was Matasia Ensley. Ensley down the lane, tried to kick it. That ball batted up. Here's Layla Hodson in the middle, now in the lane, off the glass, no good. Peoples aboard, fire it up. Now it's Anderson at the elbow, hands it off Hodson. Beyond the three-point line, she'll fire at middle. Sterling eyeing the floor. Here's Hodson as they try to set the play in motion. Peoples inside Anderson, no one was ready. She just slipped back door.
Yeah, just too much confusion right there. Campbell Glen just looked a little lost, just right over her and able to get the easy 2 points. Anderson up to 28.
There's another takeaway for the Warriors, imposing their will. Sterling from the outside, now working to the middle, dump pass. Anderson again like clockwork. Make it 30 for the senior, and we still got 2 quarters to play.
Yeah, just too easy for her right now. No answer for Bishop Luers coming out of the break. They might have to go back to double teaming her.
You know, we talk about statement wins as there's the 2 inside for Addie Warner, her first points of the game. And, you know, a lot of times statement wins, they come, it's a great team effort. And not to say that this one hasn't been, as there's Alyssa Anderson getting fouled, but sometimes it's one player taking over a game and there's nothing you can do about it. I wouldn't say that Luers has had, you know, an awful night on the defensive side of the ball. You just don't have an answer for Anderson.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to now these days. It's just a tight game, but one team and one player in particular is just able to step above the rest. And it's been Anderson all night long. 31 points for her, and yeah, Luers just has no answer. Although you say it hasn't been their best game, I would say it hasn't been their best game defensively. They are able to get good looks, just haven't been able to close it out. We'll see what they're able to do with 2 quarters left.
And again, winners of 5 of their last 6, and they're starting to see teams they're going to see come playoff time as there's a takeaway in the middle. That one just kind of slipped out of the hands of the Knights, and then a foul committed by Campbell Glenn.
Yeah, you mentioned seeing these teams before the playoffs, which can be a good thing because you get to see how they play. You get to see what you can do and build off either a win or a loss. And yeah, these two might play each other in the sectional, so good for Luers to be able to see what they're going to be working with.
Yeah, they understand if they see them again in the sectional quarterfinals, I think there's going to be some sort of, answer for Alyssa Anderson, and otherwise it's going to be just like tonight. Up ahead, that ball's tipped out of bounds. I mean, these Warriors are hawking the ball down like DBs.
It's like what we saw last night with Indiana and Miami.
There was a football game last night?
So that's what everybody's talking about.
That's what it is?
Ah, there we go.
I wouldn't know. Proudly from the great state of Ohio.
OH.
I-O. And here's Brooklyn Gray as she had it poked by Layla Hodson. Here's Harvest Green getting to the middle, now throwing to the corner. Glenn, a three, nylon. That's how they do it over here in Indiana. And Glenn knocks down her fourth three-pointer of the game.
You mentioned Indiana winning the national championship and having a football program, but Indiana's got some basketball too.
And there's two more for Alyssa Anderson. She might yield some offers after this game. 34. Here, we're not halfway home in the third quarter. That one on the way, can't get the roll, and that really sums up Luers' night.
This hasn't been the best night for them offensively and on the glass. Just haven't been able to find the right shot selection and stop Anderson defensively, and it's been a story all night long.
Here's the three on the way. Gray knocks it down. They're going to need more of that shooting if they want any hope in climbing their way back. Off the rim, no good. Anderson aboard, trying to get to the middle. Give it up outside. Sterling off a screen, pulls up below the free throw line. Missed it short. Rebound free. Got it back. Sterling again, tipped out of bounds. Ball's going to go back the other way. And Alyssa Anderson again wreaking havoc inside.
She's been a physical presence from the moment she stepped onto the court till now, and she's played a huge factor in Woodlan having the advantage over the Knights.
Flipping the ball around, Hodson again. Give it up, Anderson. Getting inside around Gray. That one's no good. Give it up to Hodson on the out. Here's a shot fake. Shyman to the middle. Off the rim, no good. Still trying to apply a little full court pressure on the other side. Tic-tac-toe inside. Campbell Glenn gets two more. So the lead now down to 13. Woodland's still very much in this basketball game.
Yeah, you mentioned Woodland and Luers. They've been battling all night long, but yeah, still have a chance to come back in this game. She's got one thing to do, and that's to stop Anderson. She's got 36.
I don't know what the school record is, but she's got to be close. Up top, here's Brooklyn Gray. Fires it to the corner for Ward. Now up through the legs of Hargis Green. Out of bounds. Tholner comes back on. 2:59 to go here in the third quarter. Alyssa Anderson, the only scorer for Woodland here in this third frame. Folks, it does not matter.
She's just too physical down there, making it look too easy.
Here's Shyman at the elbow, pivots all the way around the world, and knocks down a jumper. So her first bucket from the field, now got 3 points in the game. And after the Knights trim the lead, they're back down by nearly 20. Here's a three from Glenn that's no good. Harvest Green with the board, spinning with Anderson. No good, and Anderson collects the board. My goodness.
Just hasn't been a night for Harvest Green so far. She just hasn't been able to take over the game for the Knights. It's been all Anderson all night long.
We knew it was going to come down to those two when we came into this contest. Here's Warner firing a three. That one's off the mark. Off of someone's foot. It's staying here. They're deeming it off of Hodson. And this is the kind of night where I mean, when you have no answer, it is what it is.
And this kind of night can be good. You're able to build off what you've experienced, especially postseason play. Nice shot.
As there's a shot from the corner that gets knocked down. Another three for Campbell Glen, her fifth. Hodson on the outside, gives it up to Sterling. Here's Scheiman, shot fake and travel as Glenn got right in her wheelhouse. Again, 14 points is the lead, and if Campbell Glen can keep shooting the lights out from behind the arc, Luers is going to find themselves in a close game.
That's what they're going to have to do. Expect her to continue to overtake this game. Expect to see Harvest Green start taking some shots. You got to beat Anderson down low in the paint if you're going to want to come back in this one.
Look, three's more than two, so if they're going to hit from outside, they're going to be able to work their way back. Up top here is Harvest Green. The tray, no good off the back iron. Offensive board to Bishop Luers. Now in the middle, they dump it to the paint. Green around contact, got it to fall. 11 now for Harvest Green. And then a violation against the Warriors. 12-point game. Inside, Green again, fires it high corner. It's Glenn getting into the middle, off to Green, three on the way, no good, missed it off the front end of the rim, and then a foul on the floor committed by Campbell Glen.
Woodland's able to keep Luers from taking that outside shot. Campbell Glen loves that right corner, and she's been hot all night long. They're able to limit that, as well as limit the offensive turnovers we've seen in this third quarter. They're going to have a nice ride home and able to take out the win.
Alyssa Anderson clearly been the star of the show as there's Thorner inside, can't get it to go, but a great night for Campbell Glen. She's got 18 points. And again, we're not yet to the fourth quarter. Here's another tray. That one missed long. Warner got the board, throws it up, gets the roll, and just like that, the lead is down to 10.
Huge second half so far for Campbell Glen. She's been a physical presence on the outside. If you're Woodland, you got to find a way to stop that.
Here's Tholner missing long. Inside, she'll get a second chance, but won't convert. Board on the floor, and it looks like we got a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Woodland. 13 seconds left. Third quarter action. Here's Hodson from the outside. Woodland likely going to hold for the last shot. In the middle, it's Scheiman. And then she took an extra step. So a chance for the Knights to get it inside double digits.
They're able to capitalize on this shot. It's going to be a huge third quarter from the Knights.
Look for Campbell Glen. They get it off to the wing. Here's a three. Missed it short. Just short from Elise Jones, but a 10-point game as we go to the final quarter. We'll take a break, and when we come back, be all set to put the fours up. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Indiana High School basketball right here on Summit City Sports.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
So I tell the truth all the time, ain't got no sympathy for no. I admit that I'm rich and I'm lit. Jumping up on stages, I get 200 in the cage, but I ain't really the game up we make. Shut they trap down. They see how I made it, I'm the reason they won't rap now. See me out in traffic, make a hater pull his head down. Biggie's OG salute me, a stylist can't even style me. The robbers probably won't get me, I'm hopping out Lamborghinis. The youngest turn in my city, they try me, I get it cracked. Some of this still would happen if I never started rapping. My people don't stay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Summit City Sports. Eli Lawrence alongside Caden Linder. as we're ready to go. One more frame between Bishop, Luers, and Woodlan. Two foes in sectional 36 getting their reps in right now against each other here on a Tuesday night. Up top, it's Campbell Glenn with the basketball for the Knights. She's got 18 points, which leads the Knights. Now in the middle, Jones had everybody poking at it, and finally Woodlan able to take it away.
Campbell Glenn and both Harvest Green are going to have a huge fourth quarter for the Knights, trailing by 10. But they're going to have to stop Anderson underneath. She's got 36.
And here is Alyssa Anderson with the basketball. Fakes a handoff and tries to drive. Puts it up. Can't get the roll. Might have been the first time we've said that all night.
It wasn't her shot. She's been really dominant down in the paint. Just takes a little too far outside. Just unable to hit it and get it to go. But expect her to have a huge fourth quarter to keep Woodlan ahead by 10.
That last foul on Lexi Peoples, and Woodlan trailed by as many as, I believe, 19. But Luers able to chip away. They've gotten themselves back in it. Here's their freshman Harvest Green trying to feed middle. It's taken away. Up ahead, Caitlin Sterling running with the pair. Dumps it to Hodson, back up top. Sterling firing to the middle. Now Anderson. Sterling with a three. Nylon! That just the second bucket from outside the perimeter for the Woodlan Warriors in their first since the first quarter of play. Here's Harvest Green in the lane. A nice finish.
She's going to have to take over this fourth quarter for the Knights. Great shot selection so far.
Anderson again. This time she misses off the front end of the rim. You got to wonder if she might start to get a little bit tired. Off to the wing. Here's a three. Jones missed it short. Rebound to Campbell Glenn. That one nearly jumped by Layla Hodson. Here on the wing, they fire. Jones again. Third time's the charm. Not quite. Board goes to Lexi Peoples. Here's Hodson. Hands it off. Sterling. Trying to drive down the lane. Kicks it off to the wing. McDaniel, the three. Missed it long and missed everything. Ball out of bounds. Pair of subs into the game, one for each side. And both wearing number 3. It's Trinity Brown for Bishop Luers and Addison Crozier for Woodlan.
Expect to see some 3-point shots starting to fall for Luers. They're going to have to start hooking them up down by 9.
5.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Campbell Glenn, a tray, no good. Rebound, Harvest Green. Offensive glass. They've got it to within 10. The lead is 9. Handoff, Addison Crozier. And then a timeout taken by Coach Randall. Just a 30-second timeout, and we will take the time to hear a word from some of our sponsors. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolie Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolie Law Firm is the answer. 5:11 to go, 42-51. Luers still trails by 9, but are trying to get through 36 points from Alyssa Anderson. They're chipping away right now, hanging tough. Off a screen, Layla Hodson hands it off Sterling. That a long two, off the glass, no good. Rebound to Warner. The Knights a chance to get closer. Off to the wing, Glenn, a tray, no good. And then out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Warriors.
I love what I've seen so far in the second half in particular for Luers.
They're able to just contain Anderson to only 10 points, I think, in this second half. A nice job well done. See if they can close this lead down.
Here's Peoples running near, almost stepped out of bounds in the middle. That pass reaches Crozier off the back iron. It's no good. Offensive board. Peoples fires it up top. She missed a wide open Crozier this time. Handoff Hodson gets to the middle, throws it up off the iron. No good. This time Campbell comes up with the board. Campbell Glenn carries it across the timeline. Had it poked by Sterling. It went right to the freshman Harvest Green. Here's a three. Warner, nylon. And folks, we have a 6-point game. Just 3 points in the final frame here for the Woodland Warriors. Handed off Kate Sterling. She's the one that has them. In the middle, it's poked. Warner up ahead. Racing with Sterling. Had it poked, but a foul.
Huge second half from Bishop Luers. Able to contain Anderson. Hit from outside the perimeter, and it's been a huge factor all night long. Amazing game from Campbell Glenn and Harvest Green. Those two have stepped up tremendously in this second half.
Trying to steal the show and spoil the party from Alyssa Anderson's 36-point night. That pass was tipped by Sterling, and it fell into the hands of the senior forward. And then a double dribble, as you saw that one just kind of catch in the pocket of her hip. 3:37 to go in a 6-point game.
Huge possession right here for Luers. If they're able to hit a three, they're cutting it down to three, and it's going to be huge right here.
Big time opportunity for the Knights. They can make it a 3-point game. In the middle, off the glass, no good, but a foul. So the Warriors commit another. They have just one to give. Trinity Brown is now at the line. First free throw good. So Trinity Brown now has 3 points. Addison Crozier will check out for the Warriors. And she hits the second. 51-47. Inside, McDaniel, dump it. Here's Shyman, had it blocked. Campbell Glenn, ball free in the middle. And they say it tipped. Anderson inside, dumps it. Shyman goes up, no good. Defensive board. Here's Warner. And do they ding her for a travel? Yes. Three minutes to play. And now a timeout taken by Bishop Luers, just a 30-second timeout. So they're going to have just 2 left. And we will hear some more from some of our sponsors. Sayoka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in just 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA.
66-52. Homestead over Warsaw.
I was just about to ask if we had a score update over there. Sparty takes down number 1 and starting to look like the team we all thought they would coming into the year.
And they're going to have a really nice shot to make it down to Cambridge Fieldhouse, but don't keep your eye out on the Norwell Knights.
It's really interesting. Norwell beat Homestead. Homestead just beat Warsaw, and Warsaw beat Norwell.
It's a package deal.
A couple of times as well. Here's Woodlan trying to put the finishing touches on the Knights. Here's a jumper from Sterling that's no good. Offensive board, Lexi Peoples keeps it alive to the corner. Shyman, nylon! A big-time 3 for Savannah Shyman. Her first inside a travel. Northside beats East Noble 64-45. Another win for the Legends.
As well as Lakeland beats Leo 46-33.
Sterling had it tipped. Now it's in the middle. Campbell Glenn grabbed it. Feeds it up Warner. One more inside like clockwork. Trinity Brown with two more. So they go right back, and it's a 5-point game. Foul is called against Harvest Green. It's just her first, and actually just the first on the Knights here in the quarter. 1:53 to go. They've got plenty of fouls to work with, and you're not really in any trouble just quite yet to where you might need to use them. They get the ball in. Full court press is on. Here's Sterling across the timeline. Gives it up top for Shyman. Shyman stood up with Green. They give it to Anderson. And now a timeout taken by Coach Randall in Woodlan. Just a 30-second timeout. And again, we'll take one more listen into a word from our sponsors. Earn your edge this season. Parkview Sports Medicine's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Summit City Sports. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Caden, we got another update?
I do for you. Columbia City over Homestead. Wow. 60-43 Homestead. Man, they're tough, but Columbia City is tougher.
It's been really fun to watch that Eagles team this year. And after a tough loss to the Huntington North Vikings, a really good bounce-back win for that squad. Here on the near side, Lexi Peoples, it just slipped out of her hands. Fortunate that there was no defender in the area. 90 seconds left. Here's McDaniel working with Green. They give it to Peoples. And now over to Sterling. Trying to take it away, and then a foul called against Campbell Glenn.
Not where you want to be if you're Luers right now. Trailing by 5.
Woodland doing a good job of chewing clock. Has a full timeout taken now by the Knights. They have unofficially just one remaining. We're going to take the trip with them and be back after this quick message.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Fourth quarter time, 1:15 remains on the clock between Woodland and Bishop Luers. The Knights trail by as many as 19, but have chipped their way all the way back. It's down to just 5 right now. And Alyssa Anderson coming into the fourth quarter for Woodland, 36 points. Nothing here in the final frame.
Yeah, Luers has done a great job in this fourth quarter, containing her, not allowing her to work her down in the paint. And it's translated to a 5-point advantage, and all they got to do is 5 points, and done a great job so far in the fourth.
Better late than never for this Bishop Luers team on the defensive side of the basketball. And if you're Coach Randall, I think, and at this point, you want to find a look for Anderson to come up and get the basketball, as now they'll throw it into Lexi Peoples. Run a handoff, run something, as now Peoples picks it up. There it is. Anderson gets it, now has to work around traffic, and it's knocked out of bounds by number 2, Addie Warner. Hodson checks back in for Woodland, and that's one of the starters for this Warriors team, but she's been very effective on both sides of the ball. Very active Here's a double team as they try to get in the middle. The tie-up goes. Possession arrow does favor Woodlan. There's 57 seconds left. So another tie-up would give the ball back to the Knights. At some point, they're going to have to start to foul.
It's not where you want to be, but if you're Woodlan, look quick for a quick shot or just try to pass it around, but there it is.
Here is a foul committed by number 3. That's Trinity Brown. They have one more to give, and then the Warriors will be shooting. Right now, Luers still committing multiple defenders to Anderson at left. One player open as there's McDaniel again. They just don't want Anderson to beat him at this point in the ball game. Reaching for the basketball, out of bounds, and Luers, a takeaway. 46.3, it's a 2-possession ball game.
That was huge for Bishop Luers. Just got to be able to translate it on the offensive side.
Need a bucket right now. Into the corner. Warner daring off the rim. No good. Down low. A foul committed by Harvest Green. And that's the 4th team foul. So the next one will have the Warriors shooting. 2nd foul on Harvest Green, so she's not in any trouble. They get the ball in. I don't think anybody's reached the bonus so far. Anderson in the middle. And another jump ball. Or did they give the timeout? It looks like they did. Just in the nick of time. One official was claiming timeout. The other was claiming jump ball. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Caden, if you're Coach Randall, what are you drawing up in this circle?
You're telling your team to play the defense. That's been working, but if you're Woodlan, or if you're the Woodlan Warriors, you just got to pass quick. Got to be able to stay consistent. Don't let Luers get the ball back. And then if you're Luers, you got to get the ball back. And you got to hope they miss the free throws if you do end up fouling.
With 30 seconds left here in a 5-point game, I think you have to dare someone other than Alyssa Anderson to try and beat you at the free throw line. Woodlan has had shooting struggles all year long. Can they overcome them tonight? Here's a nice handoff for Lexi Peoples, but she traveled. Luers asking about the clock. Is in the commotion. It doesn't look like anybody saw anything. So now they'll try and get the basketball in. Across, it's Trinity Brown. 5-point game. Brown into the middle, goes up off the glass, slips it home. 3-point game. And there's a timeout taken by Bishop Luers.
Just able to work her way right through the defense, get into the paint for an easy layup, and that's huge for Bishop Luers. Down by 3, 17.6. They've climbed their way back into this game, and we got a good one here at Woodlan.
And a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Be back in just a second.
Game day, the moment athletes live for. The intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back here on Summit City Sports, a 3-point basketball game between Bishop Luers and Woodlan. The Knights just hanging around for the entirety of the contest. Peoples can run the baseline, throws it into Caitlin Sterling. They're looking to try maybe foul at this point. In the middle, they get it to McDaniel. Here's Sterling, 10 seconds now on the clock, and now they commit the foul. It's on Addie Warner. It'll be her third. And it will send the Knights, or will send the Warriors to the line for 2. So Sterling, a chance to essentially ice it here with 6.7 seconds to go.
It's going to be huge here for these 3 free throws. Woodlan's kind of been struggling all season long at the free throw line, in particular with their shooting, but that's a huge miss right there. But they're able to close this out here with a free throw. That's going to be a huge win for Woodlan, just 2 weeks away from sectional play.
Second free throw on the way. That one does fall. 55-51. 6 seconds left. Green fires it off to the corner. 3 on the way is good. It cuts the lead to 1, but it's not enough, as the Warriors, on the back of 36 points from Alyssa Anderson, survive a last gasp effort and pick up the victory. It would be hard to award the Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game to anybody other than Alyssa Anderson.
Yeah, she had one heck of a night, one heck of a first half, and she had a huge milestone here today, 1,000 career points. Job well done for Woodlan, especially for Anderson. 2 weeks away from sectional play. Hope to see these two teams again. What a game. What a comeback from Bishop Luers. Imagine if that free throw wasn't made, we'd be going to overtime. But excellent job for the Knights, and what a win for the Woodlan Warriors.
Yep, it's been a great night of high school basketball. A lot of things on the line. We're 2 weeks away from sectionals, folks. You can't get more excited than that. Sectional draw coming up on Sunday. It'll be exciting. For Caden Linder, I'm Eli Lawrence. We hope you've enjoyed our night, and we will see you next time.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold of everything and I come from nothing. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come through nothing. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light. Ran the streets sometimes.